Okay, so now as a coder, all of us understood what is the basics of Python prerequisites. As a coder, what exactly Python prerequisites is needed for a basically AWS coder. So I could explain you functions and how to work with functions and automation code, but now I will demonstrate you. I have already demonstrated object-oriented coding in the last example. Okay, now I'm gonna demonstrate the next important thing is package level understanding is very, very important. So I will demonstrate one example for package level understanding, and I will also demonstrate a data structure understanding. Both of them I'll demonstrate. So all the smiling coders, so I'm going to demonstrate this too, and after this, the next we'll be getting into AWS only. Okay, your smile should continue, guys. Okay, so your smile is going to definitely continue. Why? Because I'm going to demonstrate now with your next thing is I'm going to demonstrate exactly. So we can take the new file. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate exactly how packaging system works in Python. So that is something everyone has to know it. Second thing is we will also demonstrate you. Yes, definitely we'll do that. So we will also demonstrate one more thing here is we will also demonstrate how how AWS majorly uses all the data structures. So we will talk about all the packages also, how packaging system works here. So I'll explain that very clearly here. All of you listen. Suppose I'll write one statement called import. So every cloud developer has to understand packaging to work with cloud. Without packaging, we cannot work with cloud. Remember that. Okay. So how we going to demonstrate that? So I'm going to demonstrate that here. Okay. So first I'll talk about packaging part. So I will first write import and a package. I'll just demonstrate it. Just see now how will I do this. Um, I have written packaging level very easily. I'll make it. So what is packaging means? See, for example, I'll write an import. I'll write down here OS. So what is OS? Everybody will say, or if you want to understand packaging level, I will explain it little more in depth. But I want you guys to open your in your system. Open idle. If you have idle, most of you would have idle. So see here, I'll write import sys. I'll write down. So I'll write what is sys. Packaging level understand. I'll write down import OS. I will write. If I write OS, so what it is telling guys, clearly understand. I'll go very in depth. Import OS means what? It is giving this OS is what? OS is actually object. It is referring one file. What is that file? os.python file. So actually all the AWS coders should have solid core understanding about packages. Remember, packaging is very important for you. So if I say OS, now if I type OS is referring to what? It is referring a file, Python file. Now if I write OS dot, it will show me all the functions inside that package. Okay, it will show me all the functions inside this package, guys. So that is, it's going to show me all the functions inside the package. Now see there, if I write down now OS dot, or if I type some code inside this, it will show me a lot of code inside this. Whatever code is present, it will show you. See, for example, I'll click on error. Okay, otherwise you say OS fine. Maybe I'll write import. 1 second, guys. I'll import here JSON. Okay, and I'll refer JSON. So observe here, what is JSON? It is refer. What is JSON? JSON is nothing but an object which points to a Python file. What is this Python file it is pointing to? It is pointing to either init.py file. It is an object which is referring a file. Understand this. So why it is this important? If right now JSON dot, what you have to write is all of you is JSON dot. If you write, automatically it will show you all the functions and everything inside this. You can see that it should demonstrate. I don't know why it's little slow here, pretty slow, but it will demonstrate you all the things. If you want, let's do it in our VS Code. Yeah, let me import here. Import JSON. Okay. So after this, let me import. Let me write down here. Yeah. Yeah. Python in depth something. So I have imported here JSON. Okay. Now it will start saying here JSON dot. Do you see this? It is started showing you the lot of things here, json.add or whatever it is. So you can see that it is actually a function. So this code is already inbuiltly written. So as a coder, if you write, I'll write on one more thing, import sys. Okay, and I'll print here, print of JSON. For print JSON, what is import means you are referring, you are creating one object to a file. So what file it is means JSON.py file. If you want to run me this code, do you see this? When I print JSON, it is referring a file. Can you see this, guys? It is referring this path. Can you see this file? Module JSON. It is referring to what file? init.py file. It means what? Your import means you are creating an object to a file, or you can say you are creating an object to a folder also, you can say. If you want more in-depth understanding, I want everybody to understand this pre-quest, guys, otherwise you will not understand the concept. If I write print of, so let me write print here also, sys also I will print. Okay, and when I print this, what happens? Check this. So it says it's an inbuilt module. Okay, now let's say I will print here, import here. So you can see here, guys, when in depth you have to see now. See here, see here. So now you can go to file, path browser open in your system, or instead of path browser, you can directly say file, inside your file. So you can open inside this idle. So this is my idle. So inside this file, you can open the, so you can see this is a path browser. You can see in this path browser, everyone, see here. Inside this path browser, it will show you where is your Python libraries sitting here. So do you see a lot of libraries are there here, right? For an instance, if you want to access any one of the library here, let's say a lot of libraries are there here, okay? So all are packages. Do you see there is a package called Boto3 also? So I'll write like this here. See here, I'll write import Boto3. That is a package we have to install here. Print here Boto3. It will refer actually what, see there. Boto3 will refer init file. It means what? What is import means what? Import means you're creating an object to a particular file in a package or folder. That is what you can tell. You're creating an object to this file inside this folder. Inside this folder, there is a file. So to that file, this is a folder. Boto3 is a package folder name. Inside this file, you are creating a object to this file. What is that file name? init.py. So after this, if you type Boto3 dot, it will tell inside that package whatever code is present. So it will give you all the packages, all the code it will present. It will show you that. So that is the use cases, guys. So everything it matters here. So everyone here would be getting here as a question is that you might be asking yourself is that why packaging level is very important. See, for example, in Boto3, I'll call one. If I see, I'll call here session dot. I'll say here I'll call here session. So it will tell you that Boto3.session means it is referring again another Python file. Inside that Python file, we will be executing the code. So why am I demonstrating this code? I will demonstrate it, no worries. In the same way, I can first demonstrate a basic Python packages. So that will be there in your Python, 1 second. So that is there in your this thing. 1 second, guys. So you can go to the site packages. So I think this is, go to file, path browser. If you can see in this path browser, you can see this in your thing here. Can you see a lot of packages here? In this part of this, you can see JSON, you can see anything. Now, for example, if I want to refer this file, okay, what should I do, guys? What statement should I write down? Import. What statement should I write? Audience, CSV I'll type. So when you write CSV, what is CSV? CSV will definitely refer to the, see there, it is automatically referring what file? Python file, csv.python file. So import means what? You are creating an object to a file which is there inside a folder or a package. Okay, that is first level. And next level, what you guys have to understand is, I will demonstrate it, don't worry. The next level is how you convert your code into packages. You can also convert your code also into packages. That is also possible. You can convert all your code into packages. So how you can convert your code into packages is because it asks us developer to interact with all the packages, right? So that is the main reason you are going to use this packages. Okay. So we'll demonstrate that packages code. So if I give you a simple demonstration, Suppose I have one function I have written. What is this function now here? Automation function. This is my code. Okay. Now this code, let's imagine I create a package here. So carefully listen. I will just create def automation is one function. Okay. So I'm going to do one thing here. So this code, I'll open the path browser and I can directly create it here. So I can create a folder also. So if you want, I can go to the path browser. Okay. And this is my path browser. So I can go to the site packages, or I can go to this any one of this version of installation. Okay. So this is my version of installation. So here inside this, I can create a folder or file and I can execute this code, my code as a package also. That is possible for me also. I can even do that implementations also. Otherwise, what you guys can do is, so all of you as a simple code execution or something like that, you can do in a simple way. So I will demonstrate in a simple way. Just see this example. I can create a simple code as a package and I can import that. How do I do that? Just demonstrate. I'll demonstrate it. See here, guys. So all the coders, I want you to understand this package level understanding. Once you understand the package level, then everything is going to be simple. Let me create a new window. So what I'm going to do is I will create here inside this. I'm going to create one file here. So let me create one folder first. So inside this Venkatesh, my path, I'll create it as Python package. Okay, so can you see there's one folder name called Python package. So what I'm going to do is carefully see inside this Python package. So let me open that folder. Open that folder, that is Python package. Open that. Inside this, I will create one file called automation.py. Okay, inside this, I'm going to paste my previous code, whatever I've written for automation. Okay, that is whatever I've written at the previous code, that I'm going to paste it here. So that will be this code. I'm talking about this code. Okay, this is a code I have written, instance def. This code I'm gonna take this code. That is a function. Okay, this code I'm gonna paste it inside this file. Now only it will have only the function names and all. Design only it will be there. Execution will not be there. Okay, remember that. So it will contain all the function names and it will not contain the execution. Only function names will be there. Okay, functions and the function definition will be there. The code or business logic will be there. That much only it should be there. Now everybody tell me, I create a Python folder and inside this I've created this. If I want to execute this code, what should I do? Anyone? If I want to execute this code, what should I do? Come on, audience, all smiling coders.
Import the code.
So how do you import this code? So how do I import this code? Anyone here?
I think we need to have a main function within it.
I mean, you no need to have a main function. Yeah, main function is, yeah, it's that is up to you if you want to do it. So have a look at this. What I'll do here, I will just do a simple thing. I'll create a new file. That file, that is my wish. This is my actual code, right? So I will have to import that first of all. I want to import this, correct? So what is that I have to write down here? First, I'll write import. So if I write down import, what is the name of the package? The name of the package is what? Python package. So if I write down, will this work, guys? Or should I write down like this? From Python packages, okay, import one file. What is that file name? Which line is correct? Guys, all smiling coders, I'm making it awesome for you. Which line is correct?
Second line. Second line should be most
second line should be perfect, right? Because second line, why? This will refer a folder name. This will refer what? A folder name. This will refer what? File name. So this line is not correct. So this line should be perfect. And inside this file, what is the code is there? This function is there, na? So I will try to call that function. But to call this function, which is there inside this file, and I have to pass a server configuration. What server configuration should I pass? Maybe I can pass some data here. So that I'll have to I'll execute like this only code. So let me demonstrate that code and show it to you guys. So once you are smiling there, I'm this most the happiest person for you guys. So let me save this code here. So I'm saving it in this thing. So my Venkat, this file name is myvenkat.py. So I'm trying to write like this. So from Python packages, import Python. I'm sure you will get some error here. I will make error. Let's fix this. So it start giving error. No module named called Python packages. So what should I do here for this, guys? So I should specify what here. It is trying to access the actual library here. So you see that what it's doing from Python
Actual path.
packages import. So now what should I do here?
We need to provide the absolute path for that.
Absolute path, right? So should I say dot something like this? Dot means, so dot means it should give you an attempt of the, one second. I think we have to write down because I want to access it inside this. This is Python path. So from Python package, so you have to specify this path. And one second. So if you are actually it's Windows, you can do easily, but I think here it seems to be some kind of concern. Yeah, but if you can see here, guys, it's gonna give us attempt to this path. One second. So otherwise you can do one thing, import this line is throwing an error. Let's see. So let me run through this code. Okay, no module called as Python packages. I think
Packages spelling.
no, spelling is wrong. So we can specify this guy and then run through this guy. So let's see, that also should give. If it is in Windows, you can do it very easily. So it says it started giving this error path. So otherwise, what should I do is I have to go to the Python package. This path I have to go user/bin/python3, and then I have to copy this file into the folder into that, and I have to do that. That is one way. Other way, I think I have to write from, once again, from, can we write here, once again, local package, na? Local package. I think that is something you can do here. Local packages, if I'm trying to do the local thing. So I have written already this code. So if you want to write import package, this should work. So, okay. So this is something we are trying to do here. So what you can do is you can give the complete path. Okay. If it is in the local directory, so we have to set this complete path. So once we set this complete path, what will happen is you should be able to write autumn dot ec2 instance, and then, okay, and then post probably you will be able to collect the return object. And this is how most of the times we write code in Boto 3 also. We will import a package, and inside this package we'll call a function, and that function is ec2 instance. And when I call this ec instances, I pass this and take the return object. So let me run through this code now. Okay, still it's not identifying me this, but inside this function it's identifying because of this path actually here. So if you want to see this obsolete path and then add it here, one second. So I will have to do something here, guys. So I have to export this path and then set this path. So I will have to set this path here. So then it will work. Otherwise, it's gonna throw me an error. One second. I think we will have to change. If it is in Windows, you can directly run through this code. It should work here. No need to set any path. You can, from Python packages, import autumn and directly execute, you will get the output. Okay, but this is the way. So why am I demonstrating this? Also, there is a reason for that. So if you go to the AWS any package, any of the packages, do you see this code, guys? Import Boto 3, and then we are calling this client function. Okay, you are passing string, it will give you a return value. Okay, the same way you will call this IAM object. Using this object, you will call another method called list users. I mean, another IAM.list users you will be trying to call here. So this is actually all the return value will be a data structure objects. What object? In my code also, it's a return object is a data structure object. Okay. So most of the times we tend to use here package level coding in AWS. Packages are very, very important. And if you want to understand the packages here in this example, once again, let me do one small favor here. I will just put this code in the Python packages. Let me put this inside maybe I'll just put it a basic delivery. And one second, let me go to this basic delivery here. It might work here. So one second. So I am here, and yeah, Python package here. So let me try to run through this code now here, which is I will try to run something. I'll run this. Okay, let me create a file here. My library.py, and inside this, let me try to execute that code. What is that code? I'll do is I'll say from Python packages import the file name. Okay, now it's working for me. Observe this, guys. Come on, audience. Are you smiling? I'm trying to give you the breadth and depth of each and every line of the Python. So try to understand it. You should feel happy and you should understand. See, I'm able to execute this Python packages inside this. So what I'll do now is I want to, inside this Atom, I have a function. You can see this. This is a function. What is this function? EC2 instance. I'll try to call that. Now pass the server. What is the server I want to pass? Let's say Linux. So if I pass Linux, it will return me what? A data structure object. So let me return value. So this should work now. So if I print here, it will return me a data structure object. Let me run through this code. Hello, smiling coders. I got Linux. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? So my package system is working now here because there it was because it was referring the root package there. So if it is inside another package, I was able to do this here. So all the smiling coders understood or not? Hello? Understood or not? So mostly if I am getting, if suppose in my code, let's say if it is only one object is there, sometimes I can loop it also. Okay, so you can do this also. You can do this use cases also. So you can take all this use cases as well. Okay, so coming back to the next question, any questions in this topic, guys? I think this should be
How
comfortable.
did you fix it? How did you fix it? I might have got distracted. How did you fix that issue?
Okay.
Import error.
Yeah, you got fixed. It's a mine also, it's working. So you should be able to do it, all of you. Yes, any questions here?